Hello everyone, this is Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And you're going to have the opportunity to travel with Phil Scott to
sunny South Africa. You guys are going to have the opportunity to come to Johannesburg, and you guys are going to be coming to Durban. And we're going to set it up perfectly. It's going to be like a luxury experience for you guys. At the same time, you're going to be getting some culture. And of course, you're going to get an opportunity to talk to Phil, hang out with Phil, and get his views on Africa and South Africa.
You're also going to get an opportunity to explore the lifestyles here that are available in South Africa. And we're going to do all that for you in an amazing 10 days. We do hope that you go to the website and book, because we do look forward to seeing you here.
Absolutely. Our website is therealsouthafrica.com. Go there, scroll down. You'll see a picture of Phil, and just go ahead and book there. So we'll see you here in what we like to call sunny South Africa.
The story I'm about to tell you is starting to become one of epic proportions. So it's taking place on the southern border in Texas, the Rio Grande to be exact. Now, by now you've heard a lot about what's going on at the border with migrants converging onto the United States of America, and they are using the southern Texas border as one entry point. It is said that in December alone, over 300,000 migrants came over and or tried to come over using that entryway. Okay, where Governor Greg Abbott of Texas is like, no more, right? He put up razor wire, if you will. Well, Joe Biden sued that of Texas Governor Greg Abbott to have the wire removed, and the Supreme Court said, yeah, y'all got to remove the wire. But Greg Abbott says, all right, hold my beer. We putting the wire back up. So there's kind of been like a back and forth between the Texas National Guard and that of, the federal law enforcement. And so there's this group called Take Back Our Borders, also known as God's Army. They are going down to the border to help. Now, they said that they are a convoy, and there's hundreds of them involved. They will be leaving from Virginia, and there will be rallies, 3 of them, held in California, Arizona, and Texas. Now, they said that they are armed, but they are going to be peaceful. They're going to protest, and they're going to go as a reinforcement to help the Texas law enforcement there to hold the line, right? Because, again, there's this back and forth between the federal government and the state government of Texas. And so Peter Chambers, who is a lieutenant colonel, says, yeah, I'm a Green Beret, and there's a couple of us, and, our war tactics, if you will, is unconventional. So they really don't know what they're going to do, or at least they're not saying, right? But again, on the loose end, they're just going to go protest, hold the line. Now there's about 1,600 of them and growing on Telegram. So I guess that's where they meet and they talk about tactics and things that they're going to do. But this is getting very interesting because there's a lot of people who do not want the migrants to come over here, right? For obvious reasons. Now, of course, we know that the border policies of today is from that of the Biden administration. He has this open border policy. Now, when Trump was in office, he had a closed border policy for a whole host of reasons. One of those reasons was due to Title 42, which said that the borders needed to be closed because of the pandemic. Y'all remember the coronavirus was going rampant, and his administration says, well, we don't want other people from other countries coming over here and making it worse for Americans. But of course, once he left office and Biden came in, he said, yeah, scratch that. He being Biden, we're going to open up the borders, and it's just been chaos. In fact, they said it's over 2 million migrants have come into the United States since the open border policy. So that's quite a few people. I would even imagine it's probably more. But nevertheless, it's costing a lot of money. And again, Governor Greg Abbott of Texas does not want to pay for that. Or allocate rather the money for our citizens and the things of Texas. We don't want to have to pay for extra people to come over here, right? And, Greg Abbott is a Republican. A lot of people are saying because he's a Republican, it makes him a bad guy that he's doing that to the migrants. But it's like, well, what exactly is he doing to the migrants? He's not making them come over to the United States using his border. They're coming on their own. And so it's like some people they're thinking that since they get over here that he should take care of them. I don't know. Of course, we know that he is busing them to other places like New York, Chicago, and some other democratically, ran cities and states, because he's like, well, that's actually you guys' policy. Your party is one with the open borders, so y'all need to take care of them. But I don't know what's going to happen on the border. But Greg Abbott is saying, I'm sorry. Every time y'all take the wire down, well, I'm going to put it right back up. And now he's got God's army. And, they're saying that it's a divine thing, which is why it's God's army, right? They said that they are fighting dark forces. This is what they're literally saying, right? Dark forces, from all fronts. So I don't know if the Biden administration is a dark force or the migrants are a dark force, but God's army, take back our borders. They're saying that's what they're fighting up against. And so they're willing to help by protesting. I tend to think it's probably going to be a little bit more, because why would you show up armed? I'm just asking questions, right? Like, why would you show up armed? And what are you going to stand there and say, don't come over here, stop, wait? Because if that's all it took, they wouldn't be coming over here. But I should also say this before I leave. There are some representatives at the Texas, the state level, saying, yeah, come on. We welcome God's army to come over here and help us hold the line. So that's supposed to take place in a couple of days from this recording. Of course, somebody from this channel will be back to tell you exactly what happened on that particular day. But this is getting very interesting. And that's why I said it's of epic proportions, because to me, I envision like Gunsmoke meets Rambo, right? Not to laugh, but it's funny, but it's not, because it's like, wow. How big is this going to grow? Like, how far is it going to go? And you really kind of think about it on a serious note, like Biden seeing it, all of this go on. He and Kamala, they're watching all this unfold, and it's like, man, all you got to do is close the borders. Why does it have to be so hard? It really could be so simple. But there's been a lot of rumblings of saying, there's something esoteric going on via the Biden administration and other Democrats. Because, like, why are y'all allowing all these people to come over here? And they don't have any means of taking care of themselves, but once they get over here, they're being taken care of. So what's really going on here? So anyway, for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show.